What up, guys? This is George Dude Real Estate, and look, as you can see, I'm still on vacation. I still got a notebook, and I survived. Right? So what I'm talking about is, as you can know, I was a mailman. I was a 9 to 5 worker, and I totally did not like my job. So about 4 years ago, I was on vacation just like this. I'm gonna put the video link in the description if you've never seen that video before, but I was basically just saying all the reasons why I think it's time for me to quit my job. And at the time when I did the video, I haven't officially quit, but it was in my head. So this is just a update on what's been going on. I quit 4 years ago. When I quit working, I had been working pretty much since college, right? A job. So this is an update on what's going on, but not only an update, I want to give you some of the information I feel like was helpful for me to step out and leave my job. So, the first thing I can say is, when I first quit working my job, I was scared. And to be honest, I wasn't used to having so much free time. So you might not realize, but when I quit, that very next week, I was in the library applying for jobs, right? I don't know. I felt like, I was like, maybe I can get a better job, a job I like. I like real estate, so I was applying for like real estate managers or property manager type jobs. And I was going to interviews, whatever, but I was just scared. So I didn't want a job, but I was nervous, and I was like, well, I get a job in a field I like. So this is some things I wish I knew 4 years ago when I first decided to leave my job. First of all, I'm not working 40 hours a week, hardcore like you do a job. And one of the things people don't realize is when you're working for yourself or your own business, it doesn't take 40 hours to get a full week paycheck. Because now, think about it, that 40-week paycheck, you got what you got? Insurance, you got 401k, you got the boss, you got the boss man, boss. You got all these people got to come out. But when you start working for yourself, if the customer give you $1,000, guess how much you get to keep? $1,000. Besides, you got to pay for your expenses and taxes later on. But when you do a job, you get all the money. So what happened was, I started doing like cutting people grass, and I was just getting $60 here, $50 here. But it felt so good because I could work 2-3 hours a day and make $100. I was like, man, it took me 8 hours at a job to just make that $150. So that's rule number one. You are not going to be working the same amount of hours if you work for yourself. It's going to be trimmed down to, I would say 1/3 of that. So if it take you 40 hours to make 40 hours to make $1,000, you can expect it to take between 10 and 15 hours now to make $1,000 if you're working for yourself and you're pretty much pricing the jobs right. It should not take 40 hours. So that was rule number one. You're not busy all the time. I have plenty of time now to exercise. What else I do? I see parents more. I see my children more. I see my wife more. I have more time to sit down for lunch. I used to, at lunch for the post office, you get 30 minutes. So, and that's including washing your hands and use the bathroom. So I literally would, I'd be 12:30. I'm like, all right, I gotta go in there. I gotta order the food. I gotta wash my hand. And it's just like boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, you got 3 minutes left, and you didn't even really digest your food completely. So I get a full lunch break, 1 whole hour. Relax, decompress, and guess what? At 2 or 3 o'clock, I'm clocking out my imaginary clock. So that's number two. You have to stick to a schedule. You have to put yourself on a schedule and try to, because you don't have nobody telling you, hey, be there or clock out or do this. So what I do is my schedule goes from about 5 in the morning to about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. After 2 o'clock, I shut down from about 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and that's purely, take care of the home time. So 5 o'clock to 2 o'clock, that's my working hours. I create my own schedule. So that's the freedom of working for yourself, financial free. You get to choose the best hours that your brain is motivated. Some people like to be up late night, and that's when they get creative. whatever time it is, when you doing it for yourself, you make, all right, so like say I was writing a book right now, which I need to start writing a book. But my best hours are from about 5 o'clock in the morning to about 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm prime, I'm alert, I'm ready. I'm ready for challenges. But once you hit the noon, 12 o'clock button, my high level thinking goes, "Eew." So that's another thing. You get to choose your best hours, and you take your best hours and do the most important work. Okay? So we got flexible schedule. You making a lot more money an hour than for your job. And look, check out the view. I mean, I'm working right now. I'm working. Look at this. I'm sitting. I'm gonna show, let's see if I can do this. You see, that's nothing but the beach behind me. So this is my time. I love to read. I read constantly, and that's how I learn. I read and I implement everything that I'm reading. So you gotta focus on self-improvement and just focusing on yourself. I used to just get up, run to work, run to everywhere, and it's like you never gave yourself time to breathe. It's okay, right? Breathe. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental. Take care of your physical. And these are all the things that I'm doing currently now to keep on, working for myself, trying new business ventures, staying healthy, and continue to live a life that I love. Like every day to me now is Saturday. I used to always say that Saturday is my favorite day of the week, and literally now every day is Saturday to me. I do work for a little bit, and then I play the rest of the day, literally. So that's my world. All right, so I'm gonna be dropping more videos on how, because right now the world's changing. A lot of people are catching on to what I was thinking 4 to 5 years ago. I was already thinking like, I don't want to wait till I'm 70 to enjoy my life. I don't want to put off my best years for something years that may not come or may come. People are dying every day. People are getting sick. You want to live your best life every day. And I encourage you to start reading a lot. What else? Just learning every day. And that's the number one tool I would say is if you improve yourself so much, and that's what I did. Like I just soak up knowledge. I soak up information I learn, and then when the opportunity presents itself, I pull it out. Oh, I need a hammer. I can hammer that. Oh, I need a flathead. I can do that. And all these different tools allow me to run my business successful and keep my life as I like continue. It's not financial free where I'm not working. I'm just doing work that I wouldn't call work because I enjoy it so much. So if that's you, and you got to go for it. And that was my New Year's resolution this year, 2023. Take more risk. I was a lot more conservative. So now this year my goal was to take more risks, and I've been taking more risks. And when you take more risks, you're gonna have more failures, but you're also going to have more ups too, because if you're taking calculated smart risks, don't put all the marbles on the table, but if it's calculated and you feel it in your gut that this idea or business may work, you got to go for it. So I've been taking more risks, and buying land. I purchased land now, vacant land. Never did that. So I'm looking forward into right now. Real estate is very, very, very tough. Everybody's into it, so it's making the prices go up. It's making interest rates, well, not making, but interest rates are up. So the deals in real estate are not as good as they usually are, but real estate is a safe space for me because that's my most knowledgeable skill. So if you want to reach out, you can book a session with George through Real Estate. I'm gonna keep putting out these videos. I've been kind of busy, but I'm back, and I wish you the best, and peace.